is the most giving, the most generous company that I've ever worked for. So thank you so much. And I'm going to turn over the microphone to Maya Sapatia.
Well, thank you everyone, and welcome to my beautiful city. I am the mayor of Gloucester, but I am also a proud citizen because Warren moved to Gloucester. His taxes is paid our salary. But the fact is, when you have a community like ours, just look around. It's amazing. Everyone fits in. There is no different person. There is no different nationality. We're really unique in Gloucester. We're special. And to have Lyon Waugh come into Gloucester and do the Bluefin, that's amazing. That kicks off our summer. See, the Italians, the fiesta kicks off the summer. That kicks off the American summer. It really is. It not only does it generate people coming in and having a good time, the best thing about it is people who've never even seen a boat or a tuna or anything else, they actually get to interact and take the pictures. And it's just, and I wore the same color as a tuna. And so that was fine when they came with a tuna that was 485 pounds. Then Mr. Muniz comes in with a tuna that's 200 pounds, and Scotty Mac says, "You're going to take a picture?" Hell no, I don't know. Yes, Mayor, you have to take a picture. He's one of your residents. I said, no. I am not going sideways, and I'm bigger than the tuna. It's not happening. We look alike. Find me a bigger tuna, because I'm going to lay. Then Billy got a bigger one. I took a picture. So, but that's the fun about it, because everyone gets to be whoever they want. And the kids get to interact, and tourists get to interact. But you know what the best thing about it is, besides the city of Gloucester? Did you see those 2 BMWs that we got? That's amazing. Thank you so much, sir. We also have Mr. St. Peter and his wife, if you can give a wave. They designed it, K&D signs, and they also do boats. So but they do, you know what? And he did that all voluntary for the city. So that's amazing. And we have John McCarthy, who was an amazing chief. I mean, getting the kids to interact, to do a program like Kids and Cops. Because you know what, what's happening in today's society, everyone's afraid of a police officer, or you're hearing all these negative things. So you want the kids to know who they are so they can run to safety if they need it. So he has all police officers volunteer going there and interacting. If you ever, I'm a social media queen, go on my mayor's book page, it's all there, it's amazing. The kids are loving it. And then one of the vehicles, since I was spoiled and got 2 because I'm a good cook, yes, and that's what he said, and we gave it to, because you know we all hate the truant officer, so it's now called a resource, but we all know, don't we, Scotty, what a truant officer is? But the fact is, it's friendly, and you know what? Even the high school kids go, wow, BMWs make electric green cars. They don't realize that they're seeing a cool car, but it's actually, Gloucester Green is actually electric car, and it's actually good for the environment. And then thinking it's cool. So we're actually doing things and teaching things that they don't even realize, because why? Warren, you were so generous. It's just amazing. But going above that is every year he'll pick an organization to raise money for. This year, it was the most amazing turnout as far as fundraising, because it's going to hit every one of us. We all know a friend. We all know somebody else, Alzheimer's. And it's getting to people who are younger. So to stand together to say, we all appreciate it, we all understand it, and no one has to be alone. It's the most difficult situation for families. I was a caregiver, and I was also in healthcare for 20 years to help transition families is when it's the right time. There's no such time for the right time for anyone, but it has to be. And when you have a great support group, and you have great people behind it and caregivers, it makes you not feel less guilty, but it makes you be able to relax just that little bit so you can enjoy the loved one, and you can enjoy your life too, because the caregivers are more exhausting than anything else. And if you don't have a good one, then you get stuck. So this fundraiser was to give to the Alzheimer's so they could educate people, reach out more. We're going to try to get, we're trying with senior care to be a city, Alzheimer's and dementia city, so we can advertise. And our chief is going to take courses, and he took courses to teach our police officers, be careful. You need to look at what we have, because sometimes a person may be angry, and it's not because he's angry, it's because he has Alzheimer's and no one knows. And not only are we going to do that, the fire department, and I'm going to introduce this wonderful man who actually, from the Alzheimer's, Mr. Jim Weiss, is it?
Wessler.
Jim Wessler, I'm sorry. He's also, I was talking to him privately outside, because we came early, and people came late. Which is a good thing.
Socially proper.
Yes, which is really, because you know why? I get to tell him that thank you so much, we really appreciate it, and now he's going to come to our office, our human resource office, and teach my employees, because we're all customer service, and if you don't know what to do, then it's kind of hard, because how many people see people that are just paying their taxes, and you have a person who's angry and you don't know how to handle it because you don't know what it is. So thank you, sir, for offering your services. To me today was double take. Not only do I get to introduce you, but to say, look at all the people around, but I also now get to educate my employees, so thank you.
Certainly present a very emotional, very typical day-to-day at Life Care Center. I'm not going to dwell on that because we're celebrating a tournament, and but I'll leave you with some words before we present the check that I said at the tournament, and that is you don't want to be a caregiver. You don't want to. Don't do it. So that said, I have right here some thank yous, and Joe from Mile Marker, I'd like you to just hear a couple of words from me. You are an amazing guy. You worked your tail off. This guy went, I don't know, 18, 28 hours a day. He helped us make the tournament special. He organized, he lifted. He's an amazing guy, and if Tobin's not careful, I'm going to come get you and see if I got a little something for you. Just a thank you for all your instructions. Volunteer of all volunteers at the event this year, and he had time off he's between jobs, and he's a pretty special guy, special friend, but he brought a lot of enthusiasm to it and organized us and kept the cameras rolling and everything else. But Tom Brennan, I got a little something for you. You got all dressed up for the occasion. That's nice in New Hampshire. And so I thought it was pretty special that we have the mayor here tonight, but if you live in Gloucester, as I now have almost a year, you understand that there's two mayors. You didn't know that? No, there's two mayors. If you go have coffee at any coffee shop in town and you go with this gentleman, he knows everyone. He's introduced me to everyone. But one of the more spectacular things he said was, Warren, I'm going to catch a tuna, and I'm going to back into that pen. I'm going to back into that pen, and they're going to raise that tuna out of there, and it's going to be all about me. So, somehow or another, we've got to distribute the video. But to Bad to the Bone, the music, Scotty Mac flipped it on just at the right section, up in his 500-foot tower. Hollywood backed into the pen. And so for the most spectacular other mayor in Gloucester, I've got a little something for you.
Okay,
that
I'll see you next
said,
year.
we're gonna.
I got a little tuna.
That said, we've got a nice check to present. I do appreciate all of you, this is my new home, and Mayor, I love it here, so I really do. And you are hysterical and smart, energetic. I don't know how you and Joe could just, start a catering business. But anyway, we got something special here, and I'd like to have the mayor come up, and I'd love everyone at any point tonight to have pictures taken with this check. Last year we raised $8,000 with the tournament, so if we could flip this check around to show you what we did this year. Without you guys, Rob and Drew forming the event, running the event, just not possible. And I really think this is just the beginning. We put a lot of people under that tent, thanks to Sedalia and her creative marketing, thanks to all the sponsors who brought their employees and their friends. And they talk about social media and social marketing, but it's really word of mouth. And it's a great event, and it's a great event when we're catching tuna. And guys like Hollywood and all the rest of the anglers, they're really the superstars. They're the athletes, and they go out there and they work hard to find fish, and they fish hard, and they bring back these trophy fish to get rewarded. And as Hollywood said, the money's great, but backing into that pen with the tuna is the best part of the action. So very, very proud of this. Jim, come on up, please, if you would, and take some pictures. And Molly, would you get up here? Come on. Molly's my youngest daughter, and Molly really started this going. Longest Day several years ago, and we started. How much did we raise the first year?
We were the
$60,000.
number one in the country, I believe.
Yeah. And then the last year. Yeah.
Raised 200,000.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're a family of support for a great cause, and Molly kicked it all off and knew just what to do to push Dad's buttons, and things like this happen. We weren't able to do it last year because we had a wedding get in the way, but Drew and Rob kindly helped us organize the tournament, and Crudy and Sedalia just put it all together, and each year it'll get better and better, bigger and bigger, and maybe you'll fish one of these years.
Well, if the price is right.
Yeah.
I already sold myself. We raised almost $20,000. I have to go to Nantucket now to cook. Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I did a dinner with your cousin for $2,500, then another $2,500. So I don't know what he got himself into.
So I will tell you one interesting story that one of the many times I've met the mayor, but we were at the Coolidge's house. Karen and I went over there for dinner one night, and they said, well, the mayor's going to cook dinner for you. And I said, okay. So we're all standing around the island with the Coolidge's, very generous people, and you nicely laughed and joked and told us stories for 1 hour as she's preparing, and the fish are going up in the air, and she's frying, and she's got the pasta going, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Get the hell out of here, I gotta finish this meal."
I don't like people in my kitchen.
But anyway, congratulations to all of you. This is not about me. I did not write that check. This is all about everyone here, everyone who participated, everyone who bid, and let's do it bigger and better next year.
Absolutely.
This way, since the majority is here, we'll get a picture with the.
Where you going? Where you going?
Everyone
No, get behind us. No, everyone behind us.
Behind us.
Come
everyone.